Hey everyone, welcome to Mountain Beast Mysteries. I'm back after taking a week to work on some other stuff. I was just out in the mountains filming the first part of Expedition Sasquatch 4, as you can see in the footage here. I had a great time out there, had some great weather, and I'll hopefully be completing the filming for that project soon. But anyways, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a very interesting Bigfoot encounter from Vancouver Island back in 2006 that has the very unsettling characteristic of being a more violent and aggressive Sasquatch encounter. Vancouver Island has long been known as Ape Island due to the astounding amount of Sasquatch encounters that take place there. And for years now, I've always thought to myself that it would appear that Vancouver Island and like the west coast of British Columbia in general tends to have more aggressive Sasquatch encounters when compared to other locations. There are many stories of people having their campers and vehicles like attacked and shaken around, and sometimes like having vehicles flipped over. Now, a long time ago I heard a story about a guy who had his truck flipped over by something in the bush at night. So it's pretty aggressive, pretty violent and terrifying, and some sort of powerful creature must be doing it. And because no other animals have been known to do this other than hungry bears, like trying to get their way inside of a vehicle to get at food. I mean, the only other explanation would be Bigfoot, right? It's the only other thing that's very powerful and has the strength and, the dexterity, I guess, to grab a hold of something and shake it around. And like a bear wouldn't grab onto something, they more kind of like push on vehicles and claw at them. And they don't grab a hold and shake vehicles. So Sasquatch is pretty much the only thing that can do things like that. I should also say that in a situation where something is trying to get into your camper, a bear would be equally as terrifying due to the fact that every year people are actually killed by them. And even this year there's been quite a few grizzly attacks now that have ended in death. And we don't really get reports nowadays at all of Bigfoot killing people. So I don't know, bears are kind of something you actually have to worry about. I wouldn't worry about getting attacked and killed by a Sasquatch out in the wilderness. So you do just hear old stories that may or may not be true. And you hear of a lot of weird missing 411 reports. But anyways, the story I wanted to talk about, this encounter, is from the BFRO. They did an investigation and they got a report back in 2006 in the month of August on Vancouver Island. And I want to say that this encounter was featured in Monster Quest on the Ape Island episode, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure I recall seeing it on there. But anyways, I'll go over the report with you right now. In August of 2006, myself and my stepson and his girlfriend left to go fishing and crabbing in Port Renfrew, BC. We had traveled about 15 to 20 kilometers south, past the Masachi Lake turnoff, and decided to stop to relieve ourselves due to the bumpy road conditions. As always, I made sure all the lights on the boat trailer were still working and that all tie downs were secure. We stopped for about 10 minutes and then left. We proceeded about 250 meters and I stopped in the middle of the road so my stepson could put in a new CD into the player. I turned on the interior cab light so he could see what he was doing, and as he was searching for what he wanted to play, the truck began to shake and lurch from side to side. My stepson yelled at me, saying we're rolling off the road, thinking that I was out of gear and rolling backwards. I assured him that we were in park and my foot was on the brake, and my forward vision correlated that we were not rolling, but we were being pushed and rocked sideways. My stepson's girlfriend, who had the window seat, yelled to me that the boat and the trailer were being pushed toward the side of the road by something she could not see. I did not hesitate and put the truck in drive and punched the throttle, fearing that we were in some kind of earthquake in land shift. We of course were quite shocked at what had just happened. I stopped some kilometers up the road to check on the boat and the trailer, but without lights, the only evidence at the time were that the trailer lights were not working, and that the boat was sitting twisted on the trailer. We found a campsite that night, and in the morning, upon inspection of the trailer, we found that the main safety latch at the front of the boat was stretched and useless, and the nylon winch cable was split. The tie downs at the back of the boat were stretched and torn also. We left the same day after a quick fish and found that the road in the area where we all hoped to find road damage was not to be. We thought maybe a bear tried to get in the boat, but found no claw marks on the boat. Anyway, the crab bait we had was in the back of the bed near the cab. So this is a very interesting encounter. You have a vehicle with a boat on a trailer parked at the side of the road, and it's late in the evening, and out of nowhere something comes and starts pushing the boat and the trailer towards the edge of the road, and I guess trying to push it off the road. And these people have no idea what's going on. When you see videos of bear attacks, and there's a lot of videos of bear attacks on YouTube, like a lot of them from Yellowstone. There's a lot of videos of bears approaching vehicles and like pushing them and trying to like climb on top of them. And you can see that these bears do not have the strength to move some of these cars, let alone a truck with a boat and trailer on it. Like a truck with a boat and a trailer on it weighs a lot. So you would think it would have to be a creature that possesses extreme strength. Now, like, we know chimpanzees are like 6 times stronger than a man. So a Sasquatch would probably be exponentially stronger than a chimpanzee, just based on the size of them. Like if a Sasquatch is 7 or 8 feet tall, maybe even taller, it would definitely, I think, possess the strength to do that. And in some stories, like the Ape Canyon incident, you have these Sasquatch punching through the chinking on the cabin, you know, and punching holes through it. So they do appear to have extreme strength, and they would definitely have the ability to move a boat and a trailer. And you know, this is in the perfect location. This is on Vancouver Island at night. Who knows where? Probably out in the wilderness somewhere. The exact location isn't really known. But the nearest town is Lake Cowichan, and the Cowichan Valley is known for having lots of Sasquatch encounters. So many reports come out of that area. So, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if this was a Sasquatch. There is a video clip I linked down below in the description from back, I think it was back in the 80s, where they were trying to like tag a grizzly bear. I don't know, they were trying to tranquilize the bear, and things didn't really go as planned, and the bear became extremely aggressive, and you know, they weren't able to put it to sleep like they wanted to, and it just, like, this, in this video clip you can see what an angry, pissed off grizzly bear can do, and how they act. And even this like angry, fully grown grizzly bear didn't possess the strength to, I guess, move a vehicle. Because in the footage you can see that it charges at a car and it rams its head into the side of the car, and it shakes it up quite a bit, but it definitely doesn't move it. So I don't think whatever is going on in this encounter is a bear. I think if it's going to be anything, it has to be a Sasquatch. And you know, you could argue that like these people had like sardines and whatever kind of crab bait in the back of the truck. You know, you could argue that a bear would totally be going after that and would do anything to try and get to it, but I think a Sasquatch might too. You know, a Sasquatch and a grizzly bear might share a similar diet. You know, I'm sure Sasquatch eat fish and seafood, so, you know, they'll go after those smelly sardines for sure. Ultimately, like, these people who experienced this didn't know and couldn't say that it was a Bigfoot because they weren't able to actually see it. You know, because it was, you know, late at night, but what else could it be? I couldn't imagine it being any other creature that lives on Vancouver Island. You know, they call it Ape Island for a reason. And this is one of many extremely interesting encounters, and definitely something that would scare the crap out of, you know, me and, you know, probably any one of you. If you had this happen to you, you would be so confused. You wouldn't know what the heck is going on, because it would just be so out of the ordinary and so shocking, and like, that's something that doesn't happen. You know, you're not just sitting in your car and all of a sudden, like, it starts violently shaking. So anyways, I think it's a genuine case of a Sasquatch attacking a vehicle. I want to know what you guys think about it as well. You can let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you check out the video I posted of the bear ramming the car back in the 80s. That also happened in Yellowstone. It would seem that Yellowstone is like the ultimate destination to go to see grizzly bears attacking cars. And that's just based on the incredible amount of videos displaying that, that are posted on YouTube. So anyways, if you want to support Mountain Beast Mysteries, you can do so using the GoFundMe link in the video description. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Mountain Beast Mysteries.